sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 19.
Once more, Gibson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On second down, a run with Gibson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and then steadily working the ball down the field. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running pretty well, too.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Unbelievably, 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, they use it a lot out of the backfield. 8 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only Charles in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. But back in my day, we used to call ball against offense through him.
On third down, Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Goff now looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Commanders 7, Lions nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense really flowed around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This is caught. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to have the... inside the 45.
That's good for the Lions.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ric Flair.
Now gone. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Lions are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Wentz now on first down. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Winston Johnson, your connection there for the Commander first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wentz to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0.
There's 21. Lions, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Listen.
Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Lions Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Tiger, Tiger.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
We're good, we're good. Hey, 5. Shell, shell, shell.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Obama, Obama, Obama.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 13 yards out. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. They're on 17-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Loaded with talent, DJ Chark hasn't been able to stay on the field to replicate a Pro Bowl season from 2019. Detroit gave him a big 1-year prove-it deal to see if he can recapture that form, and he comes through here with a 1st down catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. To about the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Washington on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. To throw is Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon.
And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Commanders 35, Lions 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On second down, Swift.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Gone. And Sharp calls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
17 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Goff now looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. On gain 9. It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football right at the 48.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Go. 81. Great 57. This by 7. Kill.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
First down, Commanders.
No.
A handoff for Gibson.
Down to the 25.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gibson again.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception.